Hey guys, welcome to Farming Simulator 19 on Felsbrunn. So, you guys may see some drastic changes to the ground, the textures of all the crops and stuff like that. I signed up to Alice Mod Company where Forgotten Plants is hosting their textures. Holy crap, what a difference. You can see the ground textures here. Though I didn't put the ground textures in, I don't think. I literally just went ham and put a whole crap ton in. Evidently I did. And if we go over to here, here's what the grass looks like now. Thick, lush. I don't know how it's, or what it's going to do to frame rates for me, but dang, it looks good. It definitely looks more lush. Well, actually, let's put it up and see what we're getting right now. And indeed, we are getting a huge FPS hit with this. By the looks of it, we are, at least. We'll see once we're out in the field somewhere what we get. But that's a lot lower than it was, so yeah, I think we may be taking an FPS hit. Whether we'll keep those around, I don't know, because that's kind of brutal. Oh, well, there it is. Takes a hit coming into here. It does seem a lot denser, which could be why. Oh no, we'll have to keep an eye on that, as I keep saying. Alright, that's going to flip around, so we'll switch that off. If I get any stutters or noticeable... Where is my tractor? Noticeable issues, then I will revert back. But they look so good, dang. I may just have to stick with the crop ones and nuke the grass. Come on, cut into your line. So this is still the field that we had the contract on. Believe it or not. We're still rocking and rolling on it. It's taken a hell of a long time to do this, actually. It really has. Guess there's no way that's empty already. There we go. Right, now it's empty. Pull away from here. So let's open our map and see what we actually really need to do around the yards. Or I say the yards, but the map. So 21 needs fertilizing to the next stage, so does 20, but I don't think they're actually got the first growth stage yet, so I can't do that. And this field we tried to fertilize but couldn't, so don't know what the deal is there. So we'll head to the main yard and see if we can. I don't think we will be able to. Nope. No weeds over there. No weeds over there. That is 100% fertilized. And I think over here should be as well. Yep. Sweet. These are the sunflower textures too. Put them in. Literally changed up every single texture. So probably what I need to redo is the shader cache and probably clear out the i3D file, ideally. Which is kind of easy to do. It really is. And I like them. I do like the textures. You guys will have to let me know what you guys think, and I'll monitor the FPS that I get with it. shouldn't be too bad. It really shouldn't. The grass being so dense is a concern. Also, actually, the other thing I can show you guys, the bale textures, they're different now too. I'll put those in. And this is what I was looking at Forgotten Fruits. Someone suggested it to me. Actually, one of you guys. So, Forgotten Fruits. Forgotten Plants, Forgotten Fruits. I don't know what they go by. I really don't. That's got grass in there. Do I actually need to do anything? Unless the bale's outside. Do we actually need to do anything to the sheep? They look clean enough. The sheep pasture looks a bit over the top, if you ask me. With how much grass is in there. I don't know. Seems a wee bit crazy. Well, I guess we could drive this back down to the yard. Does it have water in it? Yeah, let's get water. So yeah, I'll take this back down to the main yard. Now, the reason I've got a hired worker on that potato harvester is because it is going to take so long. Ideally, we need to fast forward time, which we could do. I think we could do with no issue, actually, so maybe we'll put the beacons on there and we'll actually blip time forward here a wee bit. And as we come across crop, the texture hasn't changed too much though. We'll head on, take a look at it, and head on back to the yard. So I hope you guys are having a good week so far. Today, I'm going to try and crank out a couple of videos back to back after this. I did kind of start recording late, but then I ended up getting sidetracked by doing this stuff, which didn't take long to do, longer than I was expected. Wage payment, that'll be for the potato harvester. Now you may be saying, what was the point of doing the potato harvest if you were just going to throw a hard worker on there? Yep, that's something I'm asking myself as well. I'm not going to lie. I am not going to lie on that one bit. I don't know how much in the end the hired work is going to cost and take out of the money that we got from doing that. I'm not too fussed either way. It was something different to do. So if you're wondering about these textures on the American map, yes, these textures will go over. They are put directly into the Giants, basically your farming simulator folder. It is not a mod, it's basically overwriting Giants' own textures. So if it does cause issues, for me, what will I have to do? I will just have to rerun the patch, which should nuke all of the textures and put everything back down to how Giants intended it to be. Is usually how you get around that. If not, then it's basically reinstalling the game. Hopefully that's not the case. I should have made a backup. I didn't. I didn't know in full well the risk of doing that. That's the benefit to having it on Steam. You can just verify your cache and bam, you're good to go. I do like the ground textures. I was running the ground textures off FSUK and I know I didn't swap them out. I think these have overwrit some stuff as far as those textures go, but these ground textures are actually, I'd say, better. They really are. They're very nice indeed. So that's a good chunk of the way through the field. You can see the distant textures are kind of messed up, and that's probably because I'm running not the full-on ground textures for Forgotten Plants, Forgotten Fruits, whatever they're going by. So I will probably check that out. That does look good though with that lighting. That really does look good. Alright, should be able to sleep relatively soon. Let's go around, check for... I should be able to go around and spray. Blip the time down in these fields now. No weeds there. No weeds there, perfect. It's usually after you fast forward overnight. should have some fert in here, but not a lot, so by the looks of things, we may need to go down and buy some more. Yeah, we do. Alright, we'll take a quick run down to the store. Now, I also saw a mod that I'm going to check out, and it is a EU version of the S series. Now, the S series that's in the game as it is technically a European version, I think, but it's got some stuff on it that just doesn't make sense for the European stuff. It's almost like a hybrid of the American version and a European version. So I downloaded that to see what that's all about. I forgot to enable it because I was going to check it out in the shop, but I kind of goofed on that one, as per usual. Unfortunately, we can't have a look at that. It comes with a header and I think some configuration changes. It looked like in the pictures it's got a auger that folds. So it's not a huge auger sticking out the side, which, well, not sticking out the side, but sticking out the back for parking. More than anything, it's saving space in a barn. Because that thing, otherwise, you'd pretty much have to drive in and have it against the back wall or whatever. Definitely takes up a lot of room. I'll tell you what, the lighting like this time of day is absolutely stunning. It really is. It's probably some of the best lighting. And I got a feeling this is why, and probably around the same sort of time, Giants were taking all of their photos. It would certainly appear so. I'm not noticing any stutteringness or anything like that. Hopefully the video's okay. Although, you guys saw the FPS I was getting with this in, and it's definitely a lot lower. Seems like the grass is a hell of a lot more dense than it was before, which can affect performance. I don't know. I'll have to go and check, but I'm pretty sure the grass literally just did foliage changes. I don't think it made it any denser. So I could do with probably a shade of cache nuke and the i3D. i3D shouldn't matter, but shaders possibly. I'm not sure how this will work with multiplayer neither, actually. To be completely honest. Yeah, I definitely like ground textures on this pack more than the ones on FSUK. Be interesting to see what you guys think in the live stream later. Be interesting to see it on the American map too, but once I've stopped recording on here, I'll go over and do the i3D clean and the shader cache and all that good stuff, nuke that. Alright, one more pass here. Alpine only has an 80% grain tank, so we'll head over there. I just cannot get over the lighting in this field. There's honestly so many times in the lighting that I just look at this and go, what the actual... It looks beautiful. It really does. Now I know potato harvesting and all of that isn't everyone's cup of tea, and it ain't mine, because how long it takes. I wouldn't mind doing some sugar beet, but at a lot smaller scale. Probably with the smaller harvester. Just for the fun of it. Right, this is probably going to fill this trailer too. Close enough. We'll go take it down. So this is going to be a trip down to the grain mill though. Which is going to be a rough one with this thing, because this tractor, I think it should really have a smaller trailer or a bigger tractor on the front end. The combination they've got for this contract's a little off, I would say. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong, this tractor can do it all day long. But the power this thing lacks going up a hill, yeah, I don't know about that. I really don't. And they need to give you a front weight, good lord. You can see with the amount of weight we've got on the back, it's very floaty up on the front end. There's nothing stopping me going to my yard and grabbing the front weight, but you shouldn't have to. Yeah, right here. I understand there's a lot of weight on the back end, but this is, yeah, it's working. It is working hardcore right now. Let's try and climb up the hill. Now it's picking back up speed, and now we're going to be going downhill, but we've got to go careful going downhill because the back end can overtake the front end. And as you can see right here, it's kind of getting very floaty on the front end, which the game, I feel, now correct me if I'm wrong on here guys, I don't feel the game used to really simulate that too well before. Without, like, MR, more realistic, or in most people's cases as we used to call it, especially Mr. Simulate, more ridiculous. Which I think that mod, yeah, I think that's done now, personally. No, I don't mean the author of it, or the, if you like the author, whatever you want to, the creator, there we go, that's a better term, is quit or anything. I don't think it's needed the same. And that's just my personal opinion on it. Never been able to do anything like this in real life, other than obviously in game. I can't say does it feel right or not. I can say whether it feels heavy, whether it feels as I would expect it to. But that's as far as it goes. Is it realistic handling in the stock game? I couldn't say. But you definitely feel the weight of the implements, machines, a lot more. They have improved that, and they have improved all of that stuff. It feels very much like the mod that I used to have that made stuff somewhat realistic weights to however the mods all fit. Have Giants got it bang on? Nah, stuff changes, especially with sugar beets and stuff like that. I imagine if for whatever reason they retain water, I don't know anything about sugar beets, they're going to be heavier, right? And if they're dry, of course, could just come out of the ground, they're going to be, or potatoes in this case actually, they're going to be fairly heavy. But I would say the game has definitely improved on the weight of stuff. Short of taking it over a weighbridge and comparing it to average of real life data, you're never going to be able to say. Maybe that's what Giants did. I doubt it though. Somehow I can't feel the sign placements are a little whack at times. Am I even in the right field? I have no idea. No, I'm not. Thought I wasn't. But not that far away. Hopefully we'll get this potato harvest done in this video. Like, I'm not too worried about it, whether I make money or not. It was just something to do, something different. I wanted to check out what it looked like. more than anything. Alright, switch this off and get back down to spraying. I definitely want to keep these textures around though. They are good. Are they better than Giants? I don't know, that's down to personal opinion. I'd say they're more crisp, which could be possibly why there's a slight FPS hit down here. I don't know. Oh, the tank's 80% full. Well, it can wait until it is full, because I want to finish this little strip off. How long have we been going? 21 minutes. Feels like we've been recording a lot longer. The American map for tomorrow, Ravenport, we have got quite a bit of harvesting to do, actually, on the big area of the map, so using the bigger stuff. I like that silhouette. That right there is going to be a thumbnail. Yep. Alright. GS. Capital T. That one. That one. That one. And boom. Photo taken. Like so. Sometimes you just see a screenshot which you gotta take. Just gotta take it. I'll fold that back up now. I think we're coming to a point on this map where I'm going to be looking at the pull behind spray to speed up a lot of the process. We're getting into some bigger fields, and I was thinking to myself, and that's kind of why I downloaded the S-Series Combine. Once we get into the realms of 100% buying some more land and bigger combines, or bigger fields, we're going to need a bigger combine. That's why I'm thinking that S-Series, and we will probably at that point, because most of the fields that we have actually are a reasonable size already. Reasonable enough where I think on this map you could probably get away with getting rid of the small combine and selling it, and I would keep the money for that, but I'd only do it once I know I have definitely enough to work my way up to. Let's complete this task. No, we should be able to fertilize it. Oh, it's 100%. Alrighty then. We don't need to spray. What field did... Oh, it wasn't that 21, was it? I think it was 21 we needed to do. Yeah, it was. Okay, yep, hard-working kick and go on that. Because I ain't doing that. That's too much spraying for me. I am not about that life. Thinking between recording this one and the... Oh, that's right, that's the maize. Recording this and the American one, I would probably put in the ground texture file. I think it was already included in one of the mods. I'm not 100% though. Seems like it was for sure. Okay, back over to the fence. Oh, really? You're in on the inside? Hate it when they do that. I guess we're driving this. No, we could actually drive this for a bit. Some of you may enjoy this. There's quite a few of you that I think are on potato farms or have a bit to do with sugar beets or potatoes at least. So yeah, we'll rock this for a bit. Not gonna lie, it'd be nice if we had GPS, but hey, I keep on saying that. If we don't get GPS before Christmas, I honestly really think that we'll get it after. That's actually not using the full header. Why are you only picking 3 rows at a time? Oh, we'll fix that once we get on the next pass. This is like a 6-row machine, I think. I know 6-speed of working with. How many rows that ends up being, I don't know. We should be able to have more potatoes than that, or pick more potatoes. Is it picking? Pulling? I don't know. Digging up more potatoes. Doing a harvest like this, and you see the people that do the potato boxes. Now, I don't know if any of you actually do a lot of potato harvesting out there, and I'm not talking IRL, I'm talking in game, and actually do potato boxes. Kudos to you. I would not have the patience. Like, the amount that we're filling in this trailer and then making that potato boxes. Maybe if you're doing it on a smaller scale, as far as, say, like a pull behind unit, I can get. But there's not a hope in hell on a field like this. Nope. They probably transport them to the yard to do that anyway, to put them in boxes. I'll be surprised if a machine like this does it. Maybe they do. Just seems a lot of time to do that. Go from the field. And now we're taking a healthy. Well, how many rows is that? 4? Yeah. 4. Comfortably, it probably only takes... I don't know. You look at the game and look how they're working with. It's probably not supposed to take this amount. Maybe it is, I don't know. Tell you what, the lighting does show off the details though. It really does. Next. And this in a nutshell is why I don't like potato harvesting. It takes forever. It really does. How far through the field is it? About halfway. So today being, well, Tuesday, you can see up in the top right hand corner, I'll be more than likely on this map for the live stream. I really need to start cranking out some videos during the day so I can get ahead for over the Christmas period, when we'll be busy with family and everything. This is going to fill up at the end of this row too. So unfortunately today was kind of, I don't know, samey as far as what we've been doing on here for a while now. I guess there's only so much we can do. Kind of want to get into possibly looking at some of the forestry stuff, some of the small scale, as this map does have a forestry area. Unlike the American one, it's a shame. Yeah, I think it's the distance texture. It's gotta be. And after this empties, we will probably call it quits here. I think we're at a good spot to go and leave it here. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. We'll be back tomorrow for some Ravenport. And as far as this goes, hopefully we'll be able to finish it in the stream. I hope. Till next time, hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you later. See ya.